Greetings, Nick with Sweetwater here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the mysteriously named Cloak pedal from those fine folk at Catalinbread. In a nutshell, the Cloak is a reverb and shimmer pedal, and a darn fine one at that. Yes sir, the Catalinbread team have done a stellar job with this one. So before we go any further, I guess I should quickly explain what Shimmer Reverb is before diving into Catalinbread's cool take on this classic effect. To be honest, as opposed to lying, while I knew what Shimmer Reverb sounded like, until doing further research for this video, I didn't really know how it was created. So I decided to venture into the Googles and explore. This is what I discovered, my friend. Essentially, a Shimmer Reverb is reverb, duh, with a fairly long decay time or tail, and that's being pitch shift in a feedback loop. The resulting shimmer effect was created by one Brian Eno and Daniel Lanois, and was made popular, really popular, by the Edge of U2 in the mid-80s when the aforementioned legendary pair produced the Irish band. And if I pronounce Daniel's surname incorrectly, I apologize profusely because the man is an amazing producer. And that's as close as I can get to the Irish boys without risking a lawsuit. Anyway, the most popular pitch shift interval used to create shimmer is 1 octave up. Now there's obviously a lot more to shimmer than this, but hopefully you get the picture. If you want to know more, head to Google land, but remember, don't believe everything you read. Just because it's on the internet doesn't mean it's true. Shock, horror, dig deep. Anyway, back to the pedal with the super cool and somewhat ominous graphic, the Cloak. As the downloadable manual states, and I quote, "At its core, the Cloak is a room-style reverb that sounds amazing on its own, but with a twist of the shimmer knob, rich harmonically laden overtones creep in, emphasizing 3 different orders of harmonics within the trails. A specially designed low-pass filter steps in and smooths the harmonics out before they get out of hand." Phew! See what I mean when I said there's a lot more to shimmer than this? Anyway, the great thing about the Cloak, in my humble opinion, is this. All this seemingly complex shimmer stuff is all controlled by a single knob, named, wait for it, yup, Shimmer. Now, over the years, I've seen and heard some wonderful Shimmer Reverb creating setups and pedals, but some of them have way too many controls for a simpleton like me. Yes, sir, I like my pedals to be KISS, not the band, but as in keep it simple, stupid. Or perhaps I should say, keep it simple for stupid. To this end, mercifully, the Cloak only has 4 controls. Room size and mix on the left side of the unit, and high cut and shimmer on the right. Phew! 4 knobs? Yep, I can definitely deal with that. The role of each of these 4 controls is pretty self-explanatory. Let's go through them one at a time. First up, room size. This adjusts the reverb decay time from around 250 milliseconds to more than 3 seconds, which is pretty darn cavernous. Yep, as the Cloak manual correctly states, this control can take us, and once again I quote directly, from a cramped broom closet to as close to infinity as we possibly can. Infinity and beyond, indeed. Anyway, next up is the mix control, and surprise, surprise, this lets you go from 100% dry when the control is turned fully counterclockwise to 100% wet when turned fully clockwise, and of course, any point in between. As for the shimmer control, well, that mixes the amount of shimmer present into the reverb from 0 to, quite a lot, in fact, a huge amount. And last but certainly not least, we have the top right control, which is labeled high cut, and, as its name suggests, This one cuts high order harmonics from the signal, and this is pretty useful as it really does soften the edges of higher shimmer settings. So there we have it, an easy to understand and use quartet of controls. I like it. Anyway, enough yapping from me, let's listen to a few settings. We'll start with just hearing the reverb by itself without any shimmer, and then we'll start introducing some shimmer and some deft use of high cut. Well, as deft as I can possibly be anyway. Let's go. Wow, that last pretty extreme setting almost sounded like a keyboard and some trumpets or whatever, something up there in the clouds. Anyway, I could go on and on and on playing, but I think you get the picture. Now, as you've hopefully already heard, this is a really cool, fun, and in my humble opinion, inspiring effect that creates lush, ethereal, ambient U2-esque soundscapes, perfect for shoegaze, dream pop, and of course, worship-friendly, atmospheric, celestial clean sounds. In fact, my very first comment when hearing the Cloak for the first time was this: cool, it's worship in a box. This said, my friend, be warned, as the Cloak's graphic definitely suggests, this pedal also has a darker, heavier, sinister side. So let's hit the front end of the Cloak with a Sabracadabra pedal and a detuned axe and see what happens. I'd have to say that was pretty darn spooky. Perfect for an open-air gig on a starry night in the desert, my friend. Oh, before I go though, there's one more thing I should point out. The Cloak has an internal switch that takes you from a buffered trails mode to true bypass mode. The unit ships set to trails mode, which allows the reverb signal to continue decaying after you switch the pedal off. In contrast, the true bypass option immediately cuts off the reverb signal whenever you switch the cloak off. Also, when you audio cloak from us, not only do you get a brightly colored box, you also get a cool, holographic-like cloak sticker. Look at that. Put it on your guitar or on your case. It looks great. And if that's not enough, a neat little bag for your pedal too. Plus, of course, your bag of Sweetwater candy or two. Win, win, win. And there you have it, the fun to play and easy to use Cloak Shimmer Reverb pedal. A fine stomp box that can add texture and mood in all the right places, when used with taste and moderation, of course. For more information on the Cloak or any other Catalinbread pedal for that matter, please go to sweetwater.com, or better still, call your sales engineer and he or she will be only too happy to assist you further. Thank you very much indeed for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, nicely please, and also subscribe. Click here for more videos like this, or start at sweetwater.com for all your music instrument and pro audio needs. Here's wishing you a truly, truly splendid day. Goodbye.